Good evening. Welcome to the 228th meeting of NITK, Rotary NITK BHIVE Toastmasters Club. I welcome you all and I welcome the guest today for this meeting. My name is Habib. I am the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. To start with, the Toastmasters has got a mission. The mission is that the mission of our club is to provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop good communication and leadership skills, resulting in self-confidence and personal growth. I today welcome our presiding officer Santosh ji to take over the meeting.
Good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
Let me now open meeting number 228 officially. Yeah, don't get it. Okay, the minutes of the meeting number 227 was put up on the WhatsApp group. I hope everyone has gone through that.
Yes,
Do you have approval? Yes. Say yes.
Approve.
Yes. Good. Next, how many guests do you have today? Any guest? No?
Online.
Online we have. Let me welcome each and every guest online. So we don't have much time for your introduction. But a warm welcome to each and every one of you, and I hope all of you will enjoy this session on voice modulation. Okay? Okay. Next, coming to today's theme. What is that? Your voice matters. Friends, what is important? What we say or how we say?
Both.
Both.
Yes.
Let's look at an example. Example 1. Lieutenant Ranga was here in the month of July as a keynote speaker. Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Example 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Rotarian Ranga was here in the month of July as a keynote speaker. Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Now, which is better, 1 or 2?
Second one.
Why?
Voice modulation, content
How?
Emphasis on some
Same words,
with confidence.
energy.
how we say and what we say, there's a difference. So what we say, how we say matters more than what we say. Right? Now, for example, we all have got our own voices, unique voices. With a child, what will your voice be? Papa. Don't cry, I'll give you some coffee. Correct? With the child he speaks in a childish manner. When it comes to my girlfriend, what will I say? Chal yaar, let's have some nice time. We'll have some coffee. My wife, yeah, my head is shaking. Can you make some coffee? But no, if it comes to my mom, can I have some coffee? So we change our voices, our accent, everything with the person that we meet. Different people, different types of voices. Our voices are unique to us. Am I right?
Yes.
What makes it unique? The tone, the pitch, the modulation, and the accent. All these features put together make our voices very unique. Today, the moment I hear Ramdas's voice, I can recognize he is Ramdas. The moment I hear Rashmi's voice, I can make out yes, it is Rashmi. Why is that so? Unique voice, isn't it? So let's be proud of our own voices. Let's not change them. And just try and excel in those voice modulation whenever and wherever possible. To carry this meeting forward, I'd like to invite our Toastmaster of today's meeting, a person who's got a very soothing and soulful voice. There were times when I thought of giving a piece of my mind to her. But the moment I hear a voice, I get mental peace. Huh? From PIEC to PEAC I get. Huh? I can't do it. I can't help it. That's the power of one's voice. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as a welcome on stage, Toastmaster Rashmi Baswana Halli.
Nice. Peace and peace, I love it. And I know what are those times when I had to get a piece of mind also.
And Kannada is also a very dicey language. Halli and Halli are two different things. Halli is a lizard. Halli is a village. Baswana Halli.
Uh-huh.
You said Baswana Halli.
Doesn't matter.
And
We'll
it is
take
a
it.
lizard.
Yeah.
Baswana lizard.
What are you?
Yeah.
Baswana
Belong to
Halli.
human species as of now. So
It is like-
not a reptile yet. Okay. Continue straight ahead. In 100 meters, turn right. You have reached your destination. Familiar?
Yes.
What does it? Any guesses?
Google
Navigation.
Maps.
Right? Have you ever wondered who is behind this voice?
ETS software. Roshni?
Karen Jacobson. This is the only lady where men will listen to the directions. Right?
Now it is customizable to male voice now.
Yeah, now it is customizable, but when they first came up with it, she is from Australia. She wanted to sing professionally, so she moved to New York. When she went there and gave the audition, she was selected because of her accent, which was that English is supposed to be very good, soothing English, Australian English, and the way she said it. They took her on the job and she had to record thousands and thousands and thousands of sentences in different dialects, which they cut short, and this is what we hear. But her voice is eternal right now. Even if she dies, her voice is going to survive. That is the beauty of the voice. And we are not harnessing it properly. The second one, Sonal Kaushal. How many of us know who Sonal Kaushal is? Anyone with kids will know. She is given the voice for Doraemon, for Chota Bheem, for Powerpuff Girls, all these. Again, she has used her voice. We all know Amitabh Bachchan and his voice. So we're all fan of voices, but we never do enough and use the voices, how we have supposed to use it, because we don't know. That is the common thing in all these examples here. In public speaking, voice is extremely important. But who started the public speaking? Ralph C. Smedley. For the benefit of the guests here, let me speak a few words on the Toastmaster International. Toastmaster International was founded in 1924. So technically we are celebrating 100 years. And this was found to encourage the public speaking skills of people around him. The vision carried over so much that it went international. In 1991, Toastmaster International came to India. Till then it was not in India. And in 2000, hold on, let me see the dates. In 2006, the district started in Toastmasters in India. Till that point, we did not have districts in India. By now, by 2018 and 19, we had 875 clubs only in India, out of which half of them were sponsored by corporates. So we can imagine the need of public speaking. When there is a need of public speaking, obviously there is a need to learn about voice also. But how does a Toastmaster session run? there are prepared speeches, there is something called a table topic session, and there is a evaluation which we all live for. This is how it works. But today is a special session. We have only education session, and we have one prepared speech session. That is what we have today. So moving back to our voices, today we have someone with us who is going to help us in understanding the voice. He is a Toastmaster with 24 years of experience, a sought-out global trainer and a consultant. He is a past president of LA 1924, a charter president of IIMB Orators Club, and was an area director, a talented speaker who has earned innumerous accolades in speeches and debates. A brilliant speaker who has secured third place in International Taped Speech Contest in 2005. He is none other than DTM Pradeep Kumar. I would request
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Toastmasters present here, and I think present at their respective homes or offices, I'm not sure, and the guests. Great to be here. Today we're going to talk about voice modulation. So according to psychologist Albert Mehebrian, you're 5 times more likely to influence the audience by your voice than the spoken word. Right? So every time you stand in front of an audience, the audience starts judging you. So if you're dressed well, neat and clean, your initial impression will be positive. But if the voice is not okay, then the positive impression will become negative. So voice is very, very powerful. Have you thought about this over the phone? Like there used to be a company called Hammock. Giridhar Chandran used to be in there used to be a company, they in travel, right?
Hammock
Yeah. So there used to be a person whenever you call, say, yes, this is Arvind here, how are you doing? Yes, how can I help you and all. You know, I had such an impression of him, you know. When I went to the thing, he was a very small, very small make person. So the voice, so sometimes when you listen to, have you thought about it, when you listen to somebody's voice, you actually picture the person, right? What sort of a person he is. That's the power of the voice. And you can always try this. So I remember one instance, many years back, I used to send my Innova car for servicing to the driver. I said, those days, payments were a little bit of issue. You can't send cash, I used to send check, company check. And he never used to accept it. I know the person's name is Kuti. So driver calls her, not accepting. I said, just give the phone. And then I actually tried it also, you know. I said, Mr. Kuti, this is Pradeep, calling. We are regular customers here. I just put on that thing, So please accept the check, Oh, okay, sir. So, it really works. The voice really works when you, even when you're not in face to face with someone, over the phone, for example. So that's the power of the voice. Okay, so today is we're all here for working out. Are you all come here to work out?
Yes.
You're not just going to listen to me. We're all working out. So what do you do when you go to work out at the gym? What do you do? What do you do?
Warm up.
Warm up. Yes, Mr. Shetty. So you're going to help me with the warm up. Okay. So let's do some warm up. Okay. You can read that quickly in a good pace. You sit down. Sit. Sit. You
So
can sit.
I'll just do the warm up.
Yeah. Okay. So what he says we will do. Okay. All ready?
All right.
Okay. Ready.
Okay, so let me start. Okay?
Yeah.
So,
Sure.
we are going to stretch and squeeze the muscles of the face.
Okay.
Stretch the mouth wide, raising the eyebrows and stretching everything, and then squeeze everything and stretch and squeeze.
Okay. Now this. And then close your eyes, squeeze. Okay. Next.
One more time, stretch and squeeze.
Okay. And any warm up, do to whatever extent it's possible. Okay, to your capacity. Okay. Next.
Now completely relaxing those lips. I want you to just blow through your lips like a horse, and again you, oh, If you are able to do that, do
Okay.
it one more time.
You keep your fingers beside your lips on both sides. Okay.
So next, we are going to warm up the tongue.
Okay.
The tongue is a huge muscle and is very important for speaking. So we are going to do tongue boot camp. This is cleaning the teeth with tongue, 6 circles in each direction. Okay, keep the lips closed. Here we go. You are. Yeah.
Then other side.
Okay. Now we are going to stretch the tongue out. Place the tip of the tongue behind the bottom teeth and push the body of the tongue forwards, really stretching out the back of the tongue.
Yeah. Okay.
And relax, and one more time.
Yeah, it's okay. So the whole thing is that you get something and future you want, you can always use it. Okay, that's the idea. Next.
So now we are going to make some hum sound. The hum will eventually open up to a ma sound, and what we are doing is warming up the resonance in the chest, the nice
Like this.
low vibrations.
So you got to hit all the ribs, right? I was introduced to this exercise in 2004 when I went for the master black belt training in the US. They brought the Shakespeare company who does the drama, and that time they did this exercise many years back. Yes.
Okay. So the next is tension reduction.
Yeah.
Okay. So tactical breathing, 4 sets. Feeling anxious or tense constricts your breathing, tightens your throat, and makes your voice sound stressed.
So it's about breathing.
Right.
So it's about 4 times. It's a count, okay?
Yeah.
You breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Breathe out 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathing, my mentor, I think even Ramdas's mentor, Ian Faria, always, whenever I used to participate in the contest, he said, when your name is being called, take a deep breath and then walk up to the director. I used to always do that. Anytime, take a deep breath before you're coming up, because you lose the breath, some nervousness will be there.
A quick trick to gaining control is to use some variation of tactical breathing, which will calm your nerves and relax your vocal cords.
That's okay. Breathing is
Okay.
over.
You can do this simple process in 16 seconds. So the next, tall stretch.
This left hand, this, and I think both hands like this, and then, yeah.
Okay. So stretching can reduce muscle tension, release feel good endorphins, and improve your posture.
Okay. So you got the idea, huh? What's the reason also for everything? Okay.
Right?
I think we're done. Anything else?
Yes. The next stretch.
Oh, neck stretch is easy. I think all of you must be doing. You do this and thing. Okay.
Okay. The next one is vocal exercises, tongue twisters.
Tongue twisters. Okay, let's do tongue twisters.
So now a great way to practice enunciation and loosen up your tongue is to recite some tongue twisters.
Okay.
Betty Botter bought out some butter, but she said, "This butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter."
Yeah. Betty, I have my oldest one which I remember is Betty bought some butter. The butter was bitter, so she bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. So you got to tell that fast, And
The next one is, she sells seashells by seashore.
Can you tell that seashells in the seashore?
She sells seashells by the seashore. Seashells by the seashore.
Okay, the next one, the sixth ships sick.
The sixth shakes, the sixth shake is sick, right?
Yes.
Sixth shake,
Yeah.
sixth
And all
shake
of you
is-
have it. You might have received all this. You can read it from your thing. I hope you have it in your phone. Okay.
Okay, the next one is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Okay.
Then mental preparation, which is power, pause, and affirmations.
Yeah, that's you have to you go in front of the before you go to the thing, go to the restroom and say, I'm the best. I'm the best. So get that power pose and make yourself. Okay. So was the warm up good enough?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good.
So all ready? We will time. I'm just checking the time also. Okay. So now we'll begin with our the whole thing about aspects of, I think when the presiding officer and the Toastmaster spoke about voice and various aspects of voice. So let's look at the various aspects of voice and see how we can work around that. Okay. If you ask me, even just pace and your varying volume itself is good enough. Okay. So let me do one thing. I will just give some few lines from a speech. Okay. And what I want all of you to do is not to judge, they may be good and bad, but just to bring out what all aspects of voice you saw there. Okay? You ready? Okay. This is from a storytelling speech. This is an old speech of mine. I've done it many times, so I know it very well. Okay. David was driving at top speed on his way home. He enjoyed the wide roads, the cool breeze, and the fast music as his red Ferrari whizzed past the dancing trees. Today, he had a promise to keep. He had to play with his son Peter. All of a sudden, a small kid on a cycle strayed onto his path. David's mind froze. His heart stopped beating. His trembling legs jammed the brakes as the car screeched to a grinding halt. Not before he heard a thud. Okay? Tell me what aspects of what a
Excitement was there.
excitement, but
Mystery was there.
no, that's I'm talking about voice. I'm talking about voice. You're talking about emotions. I'm talking about voice.
Enunciation.
Enunciation was there somewhere? Okay.
There was a
You remember
pause.
any word, anything?
Ferrari.
Whisper was that? So the voice went down. Okay.
I said Ferrari.
Pause was there?
Pause,
Okay.
pause.
Where did you say you remember anywhere where the pause was or but huh?
A lot of American accent was there.
Huh?
Wind something.
Some of the pause was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed was also.
Maybe when
high end.
he applied the
Speed was varying
Yeah,
somewhere.
speed was.
That tongue was going like Ferrari. That
Okay.
that
So
was.
it's for the enunciation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It had all the 4 P's: pitch, pause, pace, and power.
Let's get. Okay. So, and I've given you all these in the notes, okay, about this. So I'm just going to quickly run through that. But more importantly, I'm going to do, as I said, today is going to be more of working out. So I'm going to get all of you to work out all these things. So one is loudness. Okay, you got to be sufficient. You should not shout, but sufficiently loud so that people can hear you. And not too soft because sometimes you also vary it. Like you saw in my thing, also certain things I was loud and certain things it was soft. So it came down on my volume. Okay, certain things maybe when telling something sad you want to come down, and something you want to very excited you'll increase the volume. So volume is one thing. The pitch, okay, pitch is about the pitch from music, which is. You don't want to be very high pitch, or sometimes you go to very low pitch as well. Generally, high pitch is considered not so good, but it's not necessary that always you have a very low pitch. But got to see that you got to vary the pitch appropriately. Voice quality is. Some people have a nasal voice, you can't help it. I don't know how. I'm not an expert in how you can overcome that, but there are some exercises and there are some gurus actually who does voice training itself, and they probably help you with nasal voice. Harsh is when you're having a very bad harsh thing. Maybe you can bring it, make it improve the quality of your voice there. And also if it's lifeless, you want to bring life into your voice, isn't it? So that's about your voice. And articulation, articulate the words well, pronunciate words well. Pronunciation itself, we'll talk about that as well a little bit. Speed, I think is. What's the rate at which you should speak? Any idea?
100 words per minute.
60.
Huh?
60, 150.
So it's 125 to 160. Okay. So if you figure out your speech, so for me, I don't know. I have this number. So somebody asked me to do a speech. I'll write my thing if I write my script, I go to Word and count, and I divide that by 132, and then I know how much time it will take. I think I speak at around 130 words per minute. Okay. Sometimes if there's too much of body language and everything, that will sort of come down a bit. So you can figure out at what speed you write, and then based on that you can figure out how many words your speech has to be. Okay. So that's about the rate. Okay. That's again, you can bring a lot of power by increasing speed, slowing down, pausing. Okay, who's the benchmark for pausing?
Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Goes without saying. Goes without saying, eh?
It does
Golden mark.
The tone also, you got to have a nice, pleasant tone is something which is generally, I think, not being harsh and not being very monotonous. Okay. There's another thing called staccato, which is not there in what I said, but you can make a note of staccato. Have you heard of staccato?
Yes.
What is it?
It's like a machine gun. You start talking like a machine gun.
It's a stop.
Ah, yeah. Both of you are learn music or what?
Yes.
Huh? Yeah. Only people from music world know it. Actually, we people don't know. But if I talk with all of my words separate, then it's staccato, right? If I talk with all of, you have seen some people talk like that. If I talk with the thing. The other one, opposite of it is called legato, I think, right? Correct? See, musicians will tell you this thing. So legato is that if I talk with all my words together, if I talk with all my words together, it's legato. Okay? So we want that to happen. We don't want it to tuck. Okay? So pronunciation, I think all of us make some mistakes or the other. I make some mistakes. I keep learning. If you're doing a short speech or something, my suggestion is go to today. Today this technology is so good, you can go type and say how to pronounce these words. Okay. In any language, okay. I'd like to have one. I don't know if you know Dr. Ushi. Dr. Ushi's joke. Can I share one of Dr. Ushi's joke? I have to tell her that I've been sharing these jokes everywhere. So she asked me, Pradeep, how does a Malayali lady speak Kannada? You know that? Nenne ಮಲಗುವಾಗ 7 ಗಂಟ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಏಳುವಾಗ 11 ಗಂಟ. So got to be careful because the whole meaning itself will change. Okay. There are many things like even the difference between women and women. Women and women. We, women, women. Okay. Or so anytime when I say this, which I learned many years back in school, I think, when there's W, you round your lips. When there's V, what you do?
Bite it.
You bite your lips. So you don't say love, you say love, right? So that's the difference between thing. And there are simple things like Wednesday. Instead of saying Wednesday, you say Wednesday. Again, Ian only told me what's dignitaries on the days, apparently not dies, which is so oftenly used. Okay, and finale apparently is the right word. Epitome is the right word. There are so many words, and I'm sure I'll be using a lot of wrong pronunciation.
Well, how do you use EITHER? How do you pronounce that?
What is that?
EITHER.
Either or even.
How do you pronounce that?
I think it's either this or that. I think it's, and again, this thing is about American and things. So we don't know. Like Americans will say route and they'll say route. So most of the IT people will say route. Router and route and everything. Okay. So we have some good time to now get into our workout. Any questions so far? All going good? Yeah.
Difference between volume and pitch.
Oh, volume is going a high volume, and then I come down on my thing. Pitch is, hello Ramdas, how are you? That is very high pitch. And then I say, hey Ramdas, how are you doing? So that's a low pitch. Okay. Musicians will be better to explain this thing.
Soprano is the higher pitch, and the bass is the lower pitch.
Yeah, bass. Yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay. High. Oh, volume is loudness. Volume is loudness. So volume and pitch, okay, they are completely different. Volume and pitch is completely different. So sometimes you think I was doing the introduction voiceover for Aneja's thing, and then I was working on it, and I was sending, and I sent to one of my Toastmaster friends. I said, hey, just check this. I'm doing this thing, and then he said, hey. I don't know, for whatever reason, I think in the end I came with a high. Everything was really a little bit higher pitch only. He said, why did you come to low pitch in the end? I said, good point. Like, Generally, for the final introduction, you do that. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for District Governor. You know, this is how you go high pitch. District Governor Dichendra Neja. You know, so you go high pitch there. So, okay, let's do some exercises. Rate. I think we'll probably give it to somebody. I think, or what we'll do is we'll select. Okay. Or you have it on your this one. Can you open it? If you have it, it's better. Otherwise, I'll give it to you. No problem.
in that room. I sent it.
Rate control exercise, spacing with punctuation. Okay. I went to the market, bought some apples, and returned home. Okay. Can somebody read it? Colonel. You say what you're reading and read it. Read the entire thing.
Okay.
You know where it is?
Yeah. The subtopic is pacing and punctuation.
Yeah. Read the first one.
This is the text.
Yeah.
I went to the market, bought some apples and returned home.
Okay. And that's a text. What's below that?
Example 1. Slow down at each comma and period.
Okay.
I went to the market, comma, bought some apples and returned home.
Okay. And next one also you can read.
Second example is speed up. I went to the market, bought some apples and returned home.
Okay. So it depends, you know, again in the context in what you want to say. So suppose you want to say, I went to the market, bought some apples and returned home. Maybe you want to emphasize this, what you did. Otherwise you can say, you know, I went to the market, bought some apples, returned home, and then this happened, you know. So that means that's not so important. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, next one is volume variation. Who can read volume variation? Who would like to try volume variation?
The power of pause, if you allow me. Roko mat jane do.
Huh?
Roko mat jane do.
Okay.
There's an
Loudness.
comma. is-
Roko mat jane do. Roko mat.
Stop, don't let him go.
Volume variation exercise.
Yeah.
Whisper and shout example.
Whisper.
Soft. Today is a great day. Shout. Today is a great day.
Give him now. Give him. No, give it. Pass it on. Let him do the next.
So,
Now you have it. Oh, okay.
Start softly. The sun is shining brightly. Gradually increase. The sun is shining brightly. Peak one. The sun is shining brightly. Gradually decrease. The sun is shining brightly.
What do you think? Any feedback? So you want to have it on your this one. So I'll give me this hard copy so that I have. You all opened it?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do this. So can you say this? Can somebody else try this whisper? So today's a great day. Today's a great day. Whisper and loudly.
Today is a great day.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Depends on who is in
Nice,
front.
so-
Depends on who is in front of me.
Yeah. Actually, I can say today is a great day. I can say it loudly.
Today is a great day.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so start softly. The sun is shining brightly and gradually increase this volume. Okay, can you do that? You have to. The sun is shining brightly. You start low, softly, and then gradually increase the volume.
The sun is shining brightly.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
You know, so you the idea of all this exercise is that you bring this up in your thing, no?
Yeah.
The sun is shining brightly.
Brightly.
Okay, so maybe that brightly is what you want to emphasize on,
Emphasize.
right? The sun is shining brightly. So do the other one.
It's a practice exercise. Emotion with the pitch example.
No. That only. The sun is shining. Peak volume.
Big volume. Yeah. Big volume. The sun is shining brightly.
So you're saying it's like the sun is shining brightly.
Brightly.
You know, full volume. The sun is shining brightly. Now gradually decrease.
sun is shining.
No.
Decrease.
Gradual
From the
decrease.
top you need to come
Yeah,
down.
yeah. The sun is shining bright.
You want to try?
Yeah.
The sun is shining brightly.
That becomes a little staccato.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Try again.
So I have to emphasize on the sun and come down.
No, it's not emphasizing at all. It's about
Continuously
increasing the volume. The same sentence, it's about because why we are doing also, then you get a clear picture of, because as Ramdas says, what's difference between volume and pitch, So decreasing the volume. Try it out.
It's like a ramp.
Yeah, correct.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like a
The
ramp.
sun is shining brightly.
I didn't see any variation in volume. Okay, anybody else like to try?
The sun is shining brightly.
Yeah, okay. The sun is shining brightly. The sun is shining brightly. Okay, so, okay, find difference, volume? Okay. Shall we move to pitch? Okay. Who can do excited? I can't believe it, we did it. I can't believe it. This is about you also work on your emotion with the pitch, okay?
I can't believe it. We did it.
Excited.
Excited, huh? I can't believe it. We did it.
Okay. Was it okay? Or you don't? Or he doesn't sound so excited? Huh? No,
I can't believe we did it.
What do you think? Was it okay?
I can't believe we did it.
I can't believe we did it.
Okay. No, there's nothing wrong and right. I'm just yeah.
I can't believe it. We did it.
Yeah, I think that's, I think let's give her a thing. She's so excited that I can't believe she did it. Isn't it? She can't believe that she did it. Wow, fantastic. So that is sad. Who's going to do sad?
I can't believe we did it.
He decided that he is the person for sad. He's the master. That's the other extreme. I'm excited. He's always sad. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I did it. No, I can't believe I did it. Okay, so it's actually you got to vary your this one also, the pitch also. I can't believe we did it. I can't believe we did it. Angry. And though we didn't work too much on the pitch, okay, but it's okay. Can you do anger with the pitch variation?
I can't believe we did it.
I just can't believe.
Okay, yeah, fine. Whatever you're trying, I just want to know what you were trying.
Trying to bite my teeth and
No, I just want you to work on the pitch.
I can't believe we did it. I can't believe we did it.
You're all working on your speed or this one.
I can't believe we did it.
For example, if you say excited, say, I can't believe I did it. Say, I can't believe we did it. My voice has gone low. I can't believe we did it. And when I'm excited, I say, I can't believe we did it. So pitch. Okay, maybe my volume is also changing, but the focus more on the pitch. Okay, is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You all work with me, right? Okay.
The anger part?
Huh?
Can you demonstrate the anger?
Which one? Angry, yeah?
Angry.
I can't believe we did it. I can't believe we did it.
Silent anger.
Huh?
Very beautiful. Anger, I didn't see
Anger, this.
Silent anger.
Anger.
Sometimes you're silent.
Oh, yeah.
anger.
Well, what do you want? Shout? Huh?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Passive.
I can't believe we did it. Actually.
That's it. Anger.
See, if you go to
I don't make mistakes with him.
if you go to somebody like very senior guy, the head of the thing, I can't believe we did it. I can't believe you did it. You know, you won't go to. Sometimes the excitement can be louder and can be higher pitch. Was it okay? What? How do you vary it?
I don't know. I thought the anger should have come out in your voice is what I thought.
Actually, in this phrase, we
for a
cannot bring out
teenager.
anger.
Yeah.
Huh?
In this phrase, you cannot bring out anger, is what I feel.
Yeah,
Why not?
Maybe that's also.
Huh?
No, it is
Because
right.
it is like.
Some mistake has been done, and then we are trying to say.
Okay. Just I want you to say it. I want you to do it. Can you do that anger?
I can't believe we did it. Facial expression also comes in.
But
Tone
that
also
didn't
comes
show
in.
anger. I
And
didn't.
maybe there must be a context to whatever we say when we are talking
That's
about
why I
anger.
know with my team.
Yeah.
Can't believe we did it.
Yeah, but my idea is not about biting the teeth. I want you to vary the pitch. Yeah, a little bit on the emotion as well. You did, yeah, that's fine. You did only that biting the teeth, but I wanted you also to work on your pitch a little bit. Then. Okay.
Sorry, we are some engineers here. We just don't accept anything given.
Yeah, it's okay.
Who is your idol?
And again, anger. If you see angry in Hollywood and angry in Bollywood is different, right? Very different. Very different. South Indian films. I think. Angry means I can't believe you did it. Huh? That is anger.
Now you got it. Now you got it.
But
South Indians say,
so see how he resonated. So I said this word.
Nidhin, give this sentence to Mamata Banerjee. And she'll give perfect anger story in this.
Yeah. So I think that's the.
He's always angry.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can't imitate him, but have you seen Godfather?
Yes.
Have you seen Godfather say like this?
Anybody in a position of power,
Yeah.
his volume and
Yes.
if he doesn't speak, it is anger.
Yeah, he comes from army. There again, different, right? Yeah, I know. He's seen all those big bosses. Okay, fine. But good discussion. I like it. There is something to say. Okay, tone and expression. So tone, I'm going to the store. It's a neutral tone. Can smiling? Can say somebody say happy? That is with smiling. I'm going to the store.
I'm going to the store.
Yeah. 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 Okay, so nice, huh? Okay. And sad.
I'm going to the store.
You want to try?
I'm good to the store.
Salary a year.
Yeah, I think that is easy. I think no, that is easy. What about sarcastic, mocking tone?
Oh, I'm going to the store.
Mocking means will become like Archana Puran Singh.
Huh?
Mockery means it'll sound more like Archana Puran Singh.
Going to the store. Going to the store. Like what a place to go. Going to the store.
going to the store, huh?
Yeah, that's also a nice way to say.
Oh, but this is I am going to the store.
Yeah, correct.
You're not asking.
Yeah,
someone.
yeah. You're not asking. Yeah, correct.
How can you mock yourself?
Archana Puran Singh. You have to become like her.
Yeah.
Mock yourself.
You always.
No, you're not mocking yourself. Actually, you say, "Huh, I'm going to the store." Like such a bad place to go to. Like "Huh, go to the store."
It's a little difficult to do mockery.
Yeah, yeah.
Have your wife with you.
So it's more about being sarcastic. "Huh, I'm going to the store." Like. Okay, once upon a time, a brave knight ventured into a dark forest. You start with a calm beginning and then raising an excitement. That is, calm beginning is once upon a time. Okay, then raising excitement, a brave knight ventured into, and mysterious is dark forest. Yeah, who can do this? You can do the entire thing. Okay, you start. So you have to say calm beginning is once upon a time, and then rising excitement is a brave night ventured into, mysterious, a dark forest. Yeah, you actually say it as a sentence, right?
Calm beginning, rising excitement, and mysterious.
Once upon a time, a brave knight ventured into a dark forest.
Yeah, pretty good. Maybe the dark forest could have been a little different, right? Yeah? Like somebody else want to try?
It looked more like a cave for a dark forest.
You want to try? But you don't be angry.
That's the problem with me. I can't be angry.
Okay.
Let me give it a try. Once upon a time, brave knight ventured into a dark forest.
Okay, can I give it?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, a brave knight ventured into a dark forest.
Yeah, pretty
There
good.
was a distinct break.
Huh?
There was a distinct division between once upon a time to a brave knight ventured. That
Oh, yeah, I think she paused there, right?
wasn't there.
She just paused there, no? Or
That is how it is supposed to
There
be.
is a pause in this here, notes are given.
even in the sentence is a
pause in between. Once upon a time, pause.
Storytelling.
Dark night, pause.
Storytelling.
Everybody else is like, yeah.
Once upon a time, a brave knight ventured into a dark forest.
I thought you sort of were stressing on the words a little bit. Right? Someone else?
I try.
Yeah, please try. Yeah.
Once upon a time, a brave knight ventured into a dark forest.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe that the dark forest was a little thick, but yeah.
It is.
See, there is no one way. Each one can have a different style of saying. Okay, so I would say, once upon a time, a brave knight ventured into a dark forest. Something similar, or you can say, dark forest. A brave knight ventured into. Once upon a time, a brave knight ventured into a dark forest. You can say a dark forest. Okay, so far we have done some exercise. Now we have some excerpts from speeches, and I would ask each one to probably try with one speech. First speech is called change. What does change mean for you? Money, changing your dress, or changing your spouse?
It's the same. If you can't change the girl, change the girl.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Good time to ask.
Yeah.
So, generally, I have noticed when we speak something which relates to happiness or excitement, very naturally that kind of emotion comes to us. Why is it difficult to do sadness, anger, or sarcasm for that matter?
It's not different. It's not difficult. No, anger is very easy.
It doesn't come naturally. Like we'll have to put it. All of us have to put effort.
No, it's a good question. It's because when you are communicating your mind, body, so everything works together. So when you're attempting, because you're not angry, but just think of a situation where you want to sing. Where you had a grievance, where you had something to think. Let's say, and the anger will come out. So it comes from within.
You think of your husband.
So it's
person also.
some people are always angry.
No, because what I felt is
Oh, I went to the store, man.
what I felt was when you are sad, it is something very personal. So there are not many people whom you would like to share with. But when it comes to happiness, it is more universal.
Correct.
So probably that is easier to do. Is what I
Yeah,
think.
and I think it just differs, as he said. Some people are always angry. Some people are always sad.
The other thing adding on to her question is when you are excited or when you are happy, your number of words will increase.
You may go faster.
Yeah.
Some.
Is that okay? I mean,
See, like here, sarcasm, I am still thinking how
Again, it
to
differs
say
so
that
much
sentence
from
in
culture to
sarcasm.
culture, from people to people. It's
No, that sentence which was given for sarcasm,
uh,
I am still struggling with that because by nature we are not sarcastic
No, the
people.
context is wrong there. You can't mock yourself.
No, no.
I'm going to this store. How will you mock yourself?
No, it's not mocking myself. It is like you're mocking at the idea of going to the store, not to a party.
Yeah.
But I'm saying we are by nature happy people. No, none of us is sarcastic. So that emotion is difficult to show.
Suppose
is
suppose
1985.
somebody is not going to Toastmasters club at all, is it? Or suppose somebody doesn't like Toastmasters club. Ha! Today I'm going to the Toastmasters club. You know, they say like that, right? Suppose somebody likes me. Hey, you know what? Today I'm going to the Toastmasters club. You know. Suppose you like today he's going to the Toastmasters club. This man, wife will tell. So you say,
They are the target.
so wife is that today is going to every day Toastmaster club. Then somebody is excited, oh wow, you know today I'm going to Toastmasters club. And somebody else, again he is going to Toastmasters club. Yeah. So it's mocking, right? It's like you're going to Toastmasters club, you know. Okay. Or he's a big Toastmaster. Or oh, he is distinguished Toastmaster. Can say, you know, this man is also distinguished Toastmaster. Huh? So it's really not you can any sentence you can take and turn it around. Make sense?
I think it has to come from within.
Situation.
You can't create the
Context must be
situation.
there.
Context must be there.
My daughter always would
Yeah,
say-
that's why I gave you the context.
Yeah.
The wife telling, the son telling, then you know, then you're able to.
Sarcastic.
Acting is a little difficult in that.
Okay, change. Who will do this? So now we are finished with all the theory about what is volume, what is pitch, what is loudness. I hope pause also. There has been sentences you had pause, right? Pause. All aspects of voice modulation we have seen. Now it's just about practicing it. Okay. Who will do the first one? Change. What does change mean for you?
Is there a speech in this or should we form a sentence or a text?
It's a speech. Actually, it's an opening of a speech. It's an
Two
opening of a
lines,
stage saying what does change mean for you. That means you're asking a question. Is it money? Is it? We're not using money. Is it? But we're asking a question. Money? Question mark.
So what is change?
Changing your dress? Question mark. Or your spouse? Question mark. And you can use some aspects of what we learned to frame the sentence. Would you like to try that? Yes, sir. Good.
What does change mean for you? Money, changing your dress, changing your spouse.
Yeah. Good, right? First time he's speaking, so let's get going. And he did it very well. Anybody else want to try a different style? You want to say yes?
Change.
No, this same sentence I want.
Which one?
What does change mean for you? Only this sentence. Whatever he read.
So
no?
it's there in your
Form.
phone.
It's there, on the
Oh,
phone.
yes.
It's there on your phone.
What does change means to you?
Oh.
What does change mean for you?
Okay.
You want to read here?
What does change mean for you? Money? Or changing your dress? Or your spouse?
Nice, right? So pause was very powerful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you use pause a little bit on the tone and pitch as well. Okay. Okay. There's another one. Would you like your actions to be governed by others' ideas? Would you like your decisions to be based on others' opinion? Or would you like to be the master of all your actions and decisions? That's another speech, I think. Would like to read that? Yeah.
Give it a try.
Yeah.
Would you like your actions to be governed by others' idea? Would you like your decisions to be based on others' opinion? Or would you like to be the master of all your actions and decisions?
Yeah, pretty good, isn't it? Any scope for improvement? Any scope for improvement? Anybody else want to try that? It's a pretty lengthy one.
I would like to.
Yeah, please try.
Would you like your actions to be governed by others' idea? Would you like your decisions to be based on others' opinion? Or would you like to be the master of all your actions and decisions?
Yeah. The thing is, when you say that, no, when the last part is like you bring in a lot of when you say master of all your actions, right? You want to make it as though that's the one. Like, would you like your actions to be governed by others' ideas? Would you like your decisions to be based on others' opinion? Or would you like to be the master of all your actions and decisions? You know, that you. So that is like, would you like to be the master? You know, and again, different people can say in different style. Okay, someone else can say the same thing with different thing, or somebody else can even lower the volume and say, or would you like to be the master of all your actions and decisions? That also works, isn't it? Depends on the personality, depends on the style and everything. But it is about varying your pitch, volume, and again depends on the audience also. A small audience like probably will say, "Oh, would you like to be the master of all your actions and decisions?" I can pause. Would you like to be the master? Okay. But if it's maybe a big thing, I would say, would you like to be the master of all your actions and decisions? Typical Toastmaster speech, right? Or if you contest and all, if you go, that's the way they take. Okay. Swami Vivekananda's speech. Everybody like to read it?
Monk.
Monk.
I heard this speech recently, so probably I don't know, I may imitate without my knowledge. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. Much has been said of the common ground of religious unity. I'm not going to venture my own theory.
Okay, we'll stop there. Thank you. Pretty good. Any feedback? I want all of you also to just.
The commas and this thing was totally. It was taking the speech out of context.
What is out of context?
It was monotonous.
It was monotonous, is it?
Modulation.
What could have changed?
Initially, it should have been the high pitch.
Beginning.
Beginning should be.
Okay,
should be more
well, somebody else tried.
For example,
Just the first paragraph, say.
First line, for example, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable. So joy unspeakable should be together. I can't split that joy.
You can't.
So something like that.
Yeah, where you want to stress, no? It fills my heart with joy unspeakable, you know? Yeah. I just do that full para.
Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world.
Good. Anybody wants to try that last sentence? Everybody wants to try only I thank you.
I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world.
Yeah, pretty good. Move to the next para. Much has been said of the common ground. Somebody else can read it. Yeah.
Much has been said of the common ground of religious unity.
I think
venture.
can I correct you here? I think it was a little bit anger was there.
Yes.
Okay.
You got the anger.
Without your
From the monk, you suddenly became a tiger.
I'll give it a try again.
Yeah.
Much has been said of the common ground of religious unity.
But can you have that little bit staccato was there? I thought, you know.
Okay. So how can we?
No,
make this
just do
better?
it. Just do it. You just do it once again. It will come up.
Much has been said of the common ground of religious unity.
Yeah, very good. Correct. Did you see the difference?
Yes.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll continue. So go to the next sentence. We'll go sentence by sentence. Okay.
Grammar mistake there.
I'm not going
I'm not going to
venture my own theory. Actually, the problem is we're looking into the mobile and reading it.
I know.
So we're going
Take
back
this.
and forth.
Take this. I know it's difficult.
I'm not going to venture my own theory. But if anyone here hopes that this unity will come by the triumph of any one of the religions and the destruction of the others, to him I say, brother, yours is an impossible hope.
Thank you. Anybody else want to try this? It's a nice one, right?
Maybe I'll give it
You give it a try. Okay.
Much has been said of the common ground of religious unity. I'm not going to venture my own theory. But if anyone here hopes that this unity will come by the triumph of any one of the religions and by the destruction of the others, to him I say, brother, yours is an impossible hope.
Yeah, good. Very well, right? Very well, very well. Okay. The next one is a poetry. Everybody likes poetry here?
Yeah, but it's twinkle, sir, I can do it.
Huh?
No, right. I have not got my mobile.
Oh, yeah, take it. You want to?
You can take that one.
You want to read from here?
The highwayman.
I've zoomed in a bit with this.
Oh yeah, it's time, right?
The gusty winds rule the trees, the moon tossed upon the cloudy seas. The road a ribbon of moonlight amidst the trees. The highwayman came riding, riding, riding.
Brought some sing song. Anybody else wants to try that? Yeah.
Like, no singing, right?
No singing.
So you can sing too.
Poetry should be like that only, na?
The gusty winds rule the trees, the moon tossed upon the cloudy seas. The road a ribbon of moonlight amidst the trees, the highwayman came, riding, riding, riding.
Very good. Okay, that was the last. I just have 1 minute more. What's the time like? We have time?
8 o'clock.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 minute. Inflection is a raised pitch, high note used to add emphasis to a word. Inflection. Okay. So I was born in India. We'll go like this. We'll go with Ramdas. You emphasize on I, Ramdas. I was born in India. You don't have to see it also. I was born in India. That's all.
I has to be emphasized.
Yeah.
I was born in India.
Next.
I was born in India.
I was. You emphasize on was.
The next word
Was.
Was. Like the next, every time we pass it on, the next word has to be emphasized.
Yes.
No, that's
Was.
what was your thing?
Nothing.
I was born in India. I was born in India.
I was born in India.
Okay. You were born.
I was born in India.
Yeah. Okay.
I was born in India.
Okay. So you saw just one sentence. Inflection is about emphasizing on different aspects. Okay. So any questions? The other one is maybe we can demonstrate later is that you can actually use ChatGPT to get your feedback. So I speak to ChatGPT. If I ask ChatGPT read these 5 sentences, ChatGPT will give me the feedback. I don't think we have the time today because we are running short of time. So that's one thing which if I had the time I would have demonstrated.
How to practice?
Sorry?
Suppose I want to give a speech, I practice and how can I get the feedback?
Actually, you have to just understand. You're not going to say that here I'm going to use high pitch, here I'm going to use low pitch, here I'm going to think. But it will come naturally. But you have to just understand that these aspects are there. Okay. So you don't have to really think whether it's pitch is varying or what it is. You have to just go with the flow with what you're, what you feel, and then say it out. But you see that there are different aspects in a speech. All these aspects actually make the speech something where people can listen to. So how can you vary? And you can think about it. Can I vary my volume? Can I go high pitch? Can I go low pitch? Can I be a friendly tone? Can I be sarcastic? Can the tone look angry? All these things. Any other questions? Okay, so yes, sir.
I think it's better to contextualize.
Yes.
In what context are we speaking and who is the audience?
Absolutely.
Then the speech comes.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. It's in context with your audience, with your what you're saying, the culture.
Culture,
okay?
yes.
Like we said, Hollywood and Bollywood. Yeah, differently. Because how you express anger in one thing can be completely different in completely different culture, and how you express anger. Even body language has got so many different things. What we do, certain things in India or in South India is so different. South India is different, in Northern India is different, overseas it's different. Okay, with that, back to the Toastmaster. Thank you.
learned quite a bit today. I would actually say always keep your tone of voice soft because listeners will interpret the sound more than the words. I think that's what we learned today. What do you say?
Yes.
So we have to practice more, a lot more, I guess. Especially with some of us who have come from corporate worlds. There is no way we can raise and whisper the way he was telling us. But thank you so much. Now let's move on to the next session in the interest of time. Our next session is the prepared speeches. The evaluator, she has her own company and interestingly, it is called, one second. Good one. Interestingly, it is called Voice or Magic. What an apt thing for today, right? She loves trekking, books, and trying different cuisines, and she is also a trainer and a coach. So let me welcome Shalini, Toastmaster Shalini, to give the guidelines for the next speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Rashmi. The speaker is attempting L4P2, which is Level 4 Project 2. The purpose of this project is for the member to learn more about and practice facilitating a question-answer session. Often we know the truth that if you don't ask the right questions, you don't get the right answers. So this is the whole purpose of the speech. It is a very informative speech. Timer to note that the length of the speech is 15 to 20 minutes. So you can show the green card at 13 or at 18 minutes. Which one, sir? 13th minute you want? You want to keep it as 13, 14, 15 or 18, 19, 20?
Do it 13, 14, 15.
Okay, so green card at 13, yellow at 14 and red card at 15 minutes. I wish all the best to the speaker.
That's including questions?
Yeah.
Yes. Over to you.
Thank you. Our next speaker is a Rotarian who is in construction business for almost 26 years by now. He's also a Star Walker president, a dedicated Toastmaster and a very competitive one too. Always comes up with very interesting TMOD themes whenever we have sessions. So a big welcome for Toastmaster Anand. He'll be speaking on a mountainous task. Mountainous task, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rashmi, for a wonderful introduction. Star Walkers, and that's where I'll be taking you today, to the stars. It was in January 2015 when I came back with euphoria in mind after winning a badminton match. Came back home, relaxed, and next day morning I couldn't get up. My back had given way. It was so painful. Not for more than 5 minutes could I stand, and not for more than 3 minutes could I sit. The doctors went through it, checked out everything, and the MRI said, you need to get under the knife, just there. So a surgery was planned. Rods were supposed to be inserted, some screws were supposed to be drilled, put my back and problems in its proper posture again. And I was put under the knife. After about 12 hours, they put me out, and as Providence would have it, they had goofed it up. Of the 6 screws they put, 4 went into my nerve canal. And all of a sudden, from being a shuttler back into a handicap, it took me just 24 hours. The next day morning, my legs wouldn't support me. I couldn't get up. I couldn't walk. After 2 months, I had to undergo another surgery, a corrective one supposed to be, which would bring me back. But the nerves were already damaged, So it was bedtime for me. And then, my name is called as Anand. And I can never be morose. I can never accept something that I can't do. So I went back training thinking that I'll do it myself. On myself I couldn't do it. A rehabilitation program happened, and from the bed, yes, I went on to the wheelchair. And from the wheelchair to a walker. And then something happened. I was in the middle of a crowd with my son waiting for his engineering counseling to happen to get his seat. And after a long wait, long standing, a security fellow walks up to me and says, "Sir, do you want to sit?" He said, "I don't mind if you can get me something. I would rather sit." So the man picks up his walkie-talkie and says, "Hey boss, there's a handicapped fellow here who can't stand. Can I send him in? Can you allow him to sit?" And that hit me. It riled me so much, believe me. I never thought myself as a handicap. I was fighting a post-operative complication, not a handicap. That day I said, this is the first and the last anyone is going to call me a handicap. Found myself a good sports physiotherapist. I understood that it is not for the any other medical doctor to do anything about it. I understood it's all about your body mechanics that's going to bring you back. I did a lot of reading, a lot of video watching, and worked with the physiotherapist. With my walker, I went to his clinic. It's on the first floor. Should I take the lift or should I walk up? I said, no chance, no lift, whatever it is. Even if it is a walker, I'm going to try the stairs. So I went up to his clinic. I gave him my medical history. He started analyzing me. And he said, okay, we will get you to walk. He said, sorry doc, a year from now I want to be on Everest base camp. He laughed at me. I laughed back at him. And then said, I'm not being unserious here. I'm not joking. Believe me, I want to be on Everest base camp a year from now. So let's try. So together we tried. He was pushing me and I was pushing him. A lot of things happened, from not being able to walk, using a walker, back to a stick, and using a stick walking 5 kilometers in the Lal Bagh, and then giving the stick away and trying to walk up. Lot of failures, lot of heartburns, lot of I will go give up kind of a thing that will hit you. Lot of demotivation will happen to you when things don't go the way you wanted to go. 3 years later, I said, you can never be perfect to go to Everest base camp. So I put together a team of 7 friends, booked myself in, and we landed in Kathmandu. In Kathmandu, my guide looks at me and suddenly he knows that he didn't tell me I'm a handicap, but I could see in his expression, sir, can you walk? Of course I can. Can you walk up the trail? Of course I can. And then he whispered into my friend's ears, saying, if we take him, you people also won't be able to do anything. I said, boss, don't worry. You 6, you have your team of Sherpas. I'll have a team of Sherpas for myself, and let's try it out. So we got into that twin turbo aeroplane that seats 13 people, and got in at 5 in the morning. 5:45 we landed in Lukla. That itself is an adventure. The airport in Lukla is termed as one of the most dangerous airports in the world. It has a 500-meter runway. At one end you have a cliff, the other end you have a valley. And only those small planes can go in, and you will be catching on to your seat when the pilot is trying to land. So we landed, the Sherpas came, and we started our trek. One of the most amazing trek that I've ever had, or any trip that I've ever had in my life. The beauty is so phenomenal. No camera can do justice to the photos that we can bring from there. You start at 9,000 feet. The first day you walk down 7 hours, go down 800 feet to Pakdi. 8 hours of walking. And the walking is, earlier it used to be a trail, but some man said we should make it as steps. So they have made crude steps, which is more problematic than walking the trail. But as you keep going, you also cross a lot of ravines and a lot of bridges that are hung. When you move, it moves, and you can really literally dance over it, and many people can't make it to the other side. So one of the participants with me was passing me in the middle of the bridge, and she was yapping. And the other end, she went and she was waiting for me. I went there and said, "What were you doing? Were you praying?" I said, "No, you bloody fellow, you brought me here. I'm going to kill you for bringing me here and making me cross this bridge." I said, "I didn't hear you." And I started walking. So those were some very nice moments that are there. And the trek, it brings you back down to earth. You will see people, you will meet people with varied problems coming there. It is unbelievable. So we had this 75-year-old Canadian woman. I won't say a old aged woman, but she's a woman. She just overtook me just like that. And when you're on the trek to the Everest base camp, you go from Lukla to Pakdi to Namchi Bazaar to Dingboche, Duboche, Dingboche, Luboche, Gorakshe, and you're done. Okay, so everyone goes the same route. Everyone goes to the same tea house, same village. So the first day, when she overtook us, we just noted her, and I found her in Pakdi. So I said, "You walk fantastically, but you really look old. How old are you?" She said, "I'm 75 years young." I said, "Fantastic." So next day I said, "I'm not going to allow her to overtake me." So I started walking fast. Okay, half an hour later she again says, "Hi, good morning," and she just walks past me as if I didn't exist there. Again we meet her in Namchi Bazaar, again the same thing. Then I gave up, and then the Sherpa said, "Sir, on the mountain it is you and the mountain. Get up in the morning, fold your hands, pray to the mountain, that I am stepping onto you, allow me to go to the next place." And there is no competition on the mountain. You find your speed, she will find hers, and definitely 100% there is no race here. Otherwise you will not be finishing the trek. So be it. So that was how we did the first day. The second day, Namchi Bazaar trek. From 8,400 feet, you reach 11,500 feet. Till your lunchtime. It's a pretty easy trek, but pretty beautiful, amazingly beautiful. And then you come to a place where there are twin hanging bridges. It's an iconic figure, iconic photo of any Everest base camp trek. You actually go up to the second bridge and you try crossing it. It's the rope bridge. When you look down to an abyss. And when you're moving, you're actually swaying. You need to have your balance right, you need to have your focus right, and you need to have your passion right, and your perseverance to see that you go to the end. Once that is done, then the real challenge of that day starts. It is steep, everything written in capital STEEP. And when you reach up there, my hands were shivering, my hands were cramping, I couldn't even hold my trekking sticks. I just wanted to go there and get onto the mat. This Sherpa takes us to the hotel, rather the tea house that we were supposed to be there. It's a four floor building. We go up there. Going up another 4 floors was simply not happening. And Namchi Bazaar is a beautiful place. It's a place where a lot of trading happens. And the next day, morning, when you get up, that is when the high altitude hit me. It hit me so badly. The previous day, I had walked for about 9 hours. The next day, I am unable to walk for 5 minutes. From my room to the steps was difficult. And from the first step to the next step, about 100 meters was difficult. 20 minutes later, when the body starts acclimatizing, you are fine. So that is how it happens across the trek. From Namchi Bazaar, you go to Tingboche to Duboche. You trek up and sleep low. You trek up and sleep low. I met a lady who said, I am having a 4th grade cancer. The doctors said I have 3 months to live. I have come here to enjoy my life the last 3 months. In front of her, I was a nobody. I was fighting my own battle, but in front of her, I was a nobody. I met Sherpas who came and said, I have summited 15 times. It is like he's just going up the staircase and down the staircase like nobody's business. And in another tea house, I met another gentleman who was morose. I said, what happened? We just finished summiting and I'm coming back. I lost 2 of my friends. So up there, who goes up there, who comes down, no one knows. It's your luck and you better be fit when you go up there. On the 9th day, the last day from Luboche to Everest Base Camp, you start early in the morning at 6, you trek 3 hours to Gorakshep, drop all your bags, have your breakfast, trek another 3 hours to the base camp, have your photographs, and trek 3 hours back. So after the breakfast, when I started trekking, all I knew was my head was bent, 1 foot in front of the other, just going like that. I hear some sound at the back, I don't have the strength to turn around and see who or what it is. Suddenly this Sherpa goes up and comes down there and goes off like that. He's a bloody fellow, man. Their strength is amazing, simply amazing. We go to the base camp, we reach it finally, take photographs. On the way back, I thought, this is it, I can't go back. Found a yak there, and the fellow who was also feeding it and owning it. So I asked the gentleman, can you take me to Gorakshep? He said, huh? $5,000. Then the decision making was so easy. $5,000 to nahi de sakte. So I said, okay, no problem. 3 hours will become 5 hours, but I'm going to trek back. I trekked back to Gorakshep. But one thing I was sure, I am not again going to get down this mountain. I am going to fly back. So the next day we called a chopper. We got into it and came down. What took us 10 days to go up, took 11 minutes to come down. So that was one amazing trip, one amazing trek. Everyone has to experience once in your lifetime. And it was a fight that I won with myself. And it was a fight that I understood that my body can do many things, more than what you can imagine. Your body's power to heal is far greater than anyone has ever told you. That was a mountainous task that I've achieved. Thank you, my dear Toastmasters. Questions?
Would you like to go back once again?
100% I would like to go back.
Would you like to take a team of Toastmasters there?
Oh, why not?
Have a meeting of Toastmasters.
As Shalini said, we are a group of happy people. And only happy people can go up there. I would love to do that again.
So are you ready for going to?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Already given name.
Done.
Sir, huh?
Yes.
Now tell us what is the packing list? How should we prepare ourselves from day one?
It depends on what kind of physical fitness you are in currently. Trekking in our Nandi Hills, up and down the steps at the back, is a fairly good exercise. And trekking Nandi Hills from the front on the road, that 4 kilometers up and 4 kilometers down, 8 kilometers is also a good trek. And another trek where you start on the Nandi base, walk up the road for 4 kilometers, then go Brahmagiri. Then go to Brahmagiri, come back and do it once on Saturday, do it once on Sunday. That's also a good way of training. And your aerobics is something that you need to look at. You need to work on your lungs for that matter. A good training regime for about 3 months should be a good thing.
Was your decision to do it sudden or it evolved?
No, it was sudden because every time I had a failure, I had that fellow's talk hitting me. One handicap is standing here. So every time I wanted to give up, I said I am not a handicap. I need to go up. And the only way to overcome that is put an impossible task in front of you and go back and do it. That's how it was. An impromptu. I didn't know what I was getting into, but then I read a lot of blogs on it. I knew what I was getting into by the time I got into the plane to go to Nepal.
How did you convince your family?
Thank God that I have one adventurous family. Who my wife allows me to go on a COVID venture.
She wants you to get away from her.
No, the other way around. She wants to be with me in all the adventures.
She also came to the trekking.
No. What happened? We had been to Ladakh. When we went to Ladakh, in Kardungla Pass, they had told us, don't stay there for more than 5 minutes or 10 minutes at the max. Take 10 photographs and scoot from there. But then Kardungla is Kardungla. It is an amazing place. And when you start taking photographs and when you start seeing the scenery, there is no end to it. And then the altitude sickness hit her so badly that I had to come down and admit her to the district hospital there, and she had to be put on oxygen for half a day. So that was playing on her mind that if I go to Everest Base Camp, that she is going to have it. So she didn't come with me for that.
You talked about every aspect of the trek. What food did you enjoy?
What?
Food.
You don't enjoy food. As you keep going up, your hunger keeps coming down, and you can't eat, but you need to eat to keep yourself alive. You need to carry some energy bars as you go, and more than anything, cover your nose. It's cold, but you will have warmed up so much you will be sweating. You remove the balkawa that is enclosing your nose, and you start taking the cold breeze, you'll start getting throat pain. So you need a balkawa, and in that cold weather, it is through your breath that you lose water. So you need to keep hydrating on the way. And there's no way you will enjoy any food. As you keep going up, you'll start losing appetite.
Did you feel that mountains are not to be challenged?
Mountains should not be challenged. You pray and ask them permission for you to climb. And if they don't allow you, respect it, come back and go back at it again.
Did you have a change in the mindset? Like initially you must have thought, I will. After that, you be with the mountain.
I never, even not once did I feel that I should give up this trek. But I was very clear, I am not going to get down. I will not walk back.
Goal achieved after this.
I have a little experience, like I went to Manali, so there I went for this hilltop. Losing of that oxygen thing. So how to overcome that? Because you don't know it's getting, and after some time you feel a headache and you won't feel like being there. So you won't understand that actually you are losing out of oxygen. And it goes up, and it's like hitting your head like anything. So I have that. So how to overcome that?
First is keep yourself hydrated.
You cannot do anything even I had to say.
You have to keep yourself hydrated very well. Drink more water than what is necessary and keep taking ginger teas. And then while you are walking up, bistari, slowly. Bistari is a Nepalese
It
word.
should be like adapt the
Slowly, go slowly. Have your balkawa covering your nose. Keep hydrated, keep drinking water. Eat your energy bars, and you should be fine. But I won't say that you do this, the altitude sickness will not hit you. It may. And till today, no one knows what makes the altitude sickness come. And if you have got altitude sickness once, and you say, I have got altitude sickness, so I will not come. That's also not true. I went there, nothing happened to me, so I will go back again, nothing will happen to me. That is also not true. I am really fit, nothing will happen to me is also not true. I am not fit, if I go there, I will get a high altitude sickness. That also is not true.
All these people got adjusted. I couldn't adjust. After even 7 days also I had severe headache. I came to Delhi. The moment we landed in Delhi.
But your Sherpas are carrying oxygen cylinders. The moment you take your oxygen from the oxygen cylinder, your trek ends there. Period.
Oh.
You go back down.
Then you cannot.
You can't go back up. As you keep going up, the oxygen keeps coming down. You can't keep carrying your oxygen mask and keep going up. You have to go down. Your trek ends at that point.
The time you take the oxygen.
Yes.
So most of the people who trek upwards, do they come back by chopper or by foot only? Most of them.
It's a 50-50 this thing, sir.
50-50.
Yeah.
So you take about 11 days to go up.
10 days to go up.
And coming down by foot, on foot?
4 days to come down.
Only
The
4
11 days is inclusive of 3 days of acclimatization.
I'm just preparing myself mentally.
So anybody can do it. There is no technical involved in it. There is no rope climbing involved in it. It is all that you need to be fit.
But a few of the Rotarians could not make it.
That is there. I will tell you, not everyone goes. Out of the 7, only 5 of us could go to the top.
How is it like they say that you should to try your strength, should try that Subramaniam Swami, that trek is there, na?
Any trek that is.
I have done that trek.
Yeah.
So-
This should be the last question.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
this
this
is the last question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so 100 I'm at 104 kgs. So I tried that track. I was able to achieve it. So how you think that can be like
104, 135, as long as you can do that 2-3 times, come on, let's go. No problem.
let's go.
Awesome.
Let's try.
Very amazing. I think he's inspired all of us to go in as a group. I think we should all try that at some point
Yes,
of
I
time.
have to.
A very, very good example of never giving up, I guess. Can you get the timing, please?
Yeah, it's 35 past 8.
No. Timer, sorry.
Sorry.
Good evening,
When
dear
did I start my
Toastmasters.
speech and when did I
Yeah.
start my question answers?
Yes.
Sergeant Kritans was victim time, so was the presiding officer, so was the TMOD, and the speech by our guest speaker was so educative that I thought let me not probably disturb him when he was at his best. So what was planned for 45 minutes went down to 52 minutes. Probably the best 7 additional minutes, I think. And time initially allotted to Toastmaster Anand's speech was 20 minutes, but it was cut down to 13, 14, 15. He took 16 minutes 43 seconds for a speech and questions for 9 minutes 45 seconds.
Okay.
Thank you.
Additional, I think. Thank you so much. Wonderful speech. With this, I think we would like to request the evaluator to come and give the evaluation on the speech, please. Thanks, Toastmaster Sharma.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Rashmi. Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Anand, I think your speech deserves only one title. Fear less, have more faith. If we fear more, we will not build the faith in ourselves. What a heartwarming speech that was about your trek to base camp. That is there in my bucket list to do. We often feel that the change comes to us. It could be in the form of a word, a person, or a situation that we land into. In your case, the word handicap had such a powerful impact on your life that it completely changed your personality. And from there on, your life had a different turn. The first thing which was very interesting about your speech was the entire storytelling angle. It was like you took us into a zone. You are the storyteller. We are all those mesmerized people or mesmerized kids who are just listening to your story. And the story had such a flow of thoughts. So many variations of the same story and so many incidents that you had to share. Starting from the doctors who goofed up with your operation on the spinal cord to how you trekked the base camp on Everest. I would say this was the perfect material for any storytelling, and what could be the biggest takeaway for all of us is started on a very powerful note. The second thing which was very interesting in your speech was the visual images. I have not been personally to Nepal from where the base camp trek starts, but the way you described the whole thing, the ravines, the valleys, the river, those small rivulets and all of that, nature's greenery, made all of us feel that you made that impact with visuals. So there are basically 4 types of learners: visual learners, auditory learners, kinesthetic learners and tactile learners. You became the master of the visual storytelling. The third thing about your speech that was very interesting was you still remember the details of all those places that you visited, okay, the number of steps that you calculated. You have an eye for detail for every single thing, more so when you are very passionate about the same thing. So that is something which is very extraordinary, I would say, because people generally summarize saying, oh, this happened, that happened, I went there and it was very interesting for me. But those little details are very interesting. Toastmaster Anand, if I would like to give you a couple of suggestions, that would be just 2 of them. Since we had a wonderful session by DTM Pradeep on voice modulation, I thought you would probably say in the beginning that my heart ached when I got to know that my spine was completely in shatters. Can you imagine an operation going wrong with you? Okay. Raise your hand if you feel that something like this really goofed up your life. The change of expression, the voice modulation, because we had such a lovely session on that today. The second is the time management thing. Because usually when it is a 15 to 20 minute speech, you either be on the lower side, which is 15, or be on the higher end, which is 20. So if it is a 20 minute speech, it is 18, 19, 20. Or if it is a 15 minute speech, 13, 14, 15, which included the question answer sessions. So the entire speech should have ended with the questions that came from the audience brilliantly with 15 minutes and 30 seconds grace. So a little bit more on the time management part. And at one point I felt that the tone was going on the same plane. Whether it was the surgery or whether you were crossing the ravines or whether you reached the top, the cliff finally, the tone was kind of monotonous. So probably you can work on your tone. Like when you went and saw the top, how did you feel? That kind of excitement was missing. In summary, I would say a very heartwarming speech. Like the Toastmaster of the Day rightly said, never give up attitude. It's what you think here is what you achieve. So a brilliant speech on courage, dignity, and the never give up attitude. But more work on voice modulation, since we have so many takeaways today, and I think we are going to practice this for some more days. That could have been just implemented. To challenge yourself, you could concise your information. Like there were too much, it is an informative speech, but the information I expected more was on what is it that you're challenging the audience with. Hey, if you have not done base camp trek, do it. Okay, that could have been the icing on the cake. With that, I give it back to the TMOD.
Is it acceptable or should I redo it? Is this speech qualified or should I redo that?
No redoing and all. It's a very good speech.
With this, I think, thank you so much. With this, I would like to, in the interest of time, I would like to hand the podium over back to the presiding officer. Please come in, sir. Thank you.
Right, let's do a good round of applause to two speakers of today. Today's meeting I am going to remember for years to come, I suppose. Why? One, we had a very good informative session by DTM Pradeep Kumar Menon. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And second is the inspirational speech that Toastmaster Anand gave us. I think that these two were two takeaways for today's session. We should have such meetings, I think, in future also. And one more thing that I'd like to promise all of you. Since most of our year at trekkers, why not have a trek next month to a mountain in and around Bangalore? We have been going. Anand has come, Rashmi has come, Pradap has come, many of us have come. All of us will go up the trek and have a Toastmaster meeting on top.
Yes.
Good?
You can go to Nandi. Nandi.
Any hill, Nanda, Nandi, anything, that's okay. Any hill is okay. We'll plan for that. So with this, I would like to.
Three announcements.
You got three announcements?
Yeah. Miss, tomorrow we have open house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then next?
Next is thanks to Toastmaster Habib, a beautiful banner right now on the glass. Round of applause to our Toastmaster Habib. And our website of Toastmasters, NITK BHIVE, will be launched soon. It's almost ready. I'll send the link maybe in a couple of days. We can launch. We wanted to launch, but something is still going on. By this week, it will be done.
Very good. Very good. Okay, friends. Tomorrow, as Mr. Ramdas said, we are having a demo meeting at Rotary Club of Metro in Century Club. 7 to 7:30 will be the meet and greets, and 7:30 to 8:30 will be the Toastmasters meeting. So I'd like all of you to come and attend and encourage the Rotarians in the club to join NITK BHIVE. Can I have a raise of hands from all of you who would be coming?
Yes.
How much place I should arrange? Habib? Suno, kitne plates you have to arrange for snacks, huh? And some beer bottles also. Okay, with this, in the interest of time, I adjourn today's meeting number 228. Thank you all. Again, we'll back tomorrow.